Iran's currency collapse is not just an economic story buried in exchange rates and inflation charts. It is a slow-motion political earthquake that threatens to rewrite the balance of power across the entire Middle East. To understand why this matters far beyond Iran's borders, we first need to understand what a collapsing currency actually means inside a country like Iran, and why this crisis is fundamentally different from past economic shocks the region has seen. For decades, the Iranian rial has been under pressure, weakened by sanctions, mismanagement, corruption, and isolation from the global financial system. But what we are witnessing now is not a routine devaluation, it is a structural collapse of confidence. When a currency falls this sharply and persistently, it signals that people no longer trust the state to protect the value of their labor, savings, or future. In Iran's case, the rial's decline has turned money itself into a liability. Ordinary citizens rush to convert their earnings into dollars, gold, or even physical goods, not because they want to speculate, but because holding rials feels like holding melting ice. This loss of trust strikes at the heart of state power. A modern government depends on its currency to function. Salaries, subsidies, imports, military budgets, and regional influence are all paid for in money that must be believed in. When belief disappears, the government can still print currency, but every new note printed accelerates inflation, further destroying purchasing power. This creates a vicious cycle where the state becomes trapped between social collapse and financial implosion. Inside Iran, the consequences are already severe. Inflation eats away at middle-class life, turning professionals into survivalists. Businesses cannot plan, investors flee, and youth unemployment rises even higher. But the deeper danger lies in how this economic breakdown transforms society itself. When money loses meaning, people stop thinking long-term. Trust erodes not only in the currency, but in institutions, promises, and leadership. This is how.
And this also can turn into a violent outrage too from the general masses.